Hello and welcome back to another video, and today's video we're going back to doing some more Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. We've done a couple songs from this soundtrack previously. If you haven't seen those, you can check those out on the channel. I'll try and remember to put something up on the screen. But today we're going to be reacting to a highly requested song that's been requested several times from the comments, which is the song called, I think it's called NOOSPHERE, or NOOSPHERE? I'm going to say NOOSPHERE. NOOSPHERE. I don't know. We'll carry on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yes, so we're going to react to this now, very shortly. But before we get into the reaction, what we'll do is we'll just do an initial reaction and we'll dive straight into it and we'll stop and start straight away. I think it's quite a long song, so I think it's best to just get straight into it and get stuck in. Before we get into this reaction, though, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well, especially if you like this more Warhammer 40k Mechanicus stuff. Please do like the video. I would really appreciate that. And also let me know, is there anything else from the soundtrack that you'd like to hear that we haven't done yet? Please put that in the comment section below. Or from any other game or anything, please put your requests in the comments below. I'll make sure to get them done at some point. But I think we'll get into the reaction now. And as I said, we'll get straight into it. So let's get into the reaction of NOOSPHERE from Warhammer 40k Mechanicus in 3, 2, 1. And go. It's already fascinating to start with. I'm sorry to pause so soon, but to have those just really sort of kind of futuristic sounds just to hit in and have the huge amount of space and the huge amount of echo on them as well really gives it that sort of massive expansive sound of like a galaxy, for example. And it really does, it really is starting to set this kind of very wide and large sort of atmosphere for the song. Right, we'll stop here for a sec. So this, so far, it's so eerie and creepy. You've still got that kind of build, and you've kind of got like this kind of ripple, kind of, it almost sounds like a radar sort of sound in the back. Do do do, do do do. But it's got this, you get a huge amount of echo on it, so it just sounds really wide and expansive. And these low rumbling hits, and now this kind of little do 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 coming in. It's just like it's building very, very slowly, but it's very, very eerie so far. Very eerie. Go back a little bit. You can really hear the depth in those just hits. It feels like someone's poking the ears inside here. It's like the sound is that clear. And now we're starting to get these little sort of like metallic sort of sounds, these clangs, these bangs, these sounds like metal on metal. That very kind of metallic sort of echo on them as well. And now this kind of low little hum underneath is really, really cool, really cool. I'm gonna stop it there. We're gonna go over the last little bit because that was just mad, and how it builds from just those thumps and those this up to this point. All the sounds, like quite a number of the sounds in there, don't sound like instruments. They sound like parts of the universe that are making the sort of the rhythm, like pieces of equipment or as I said, like a radar or something like that. It all sounds like, parts of the world making the sound, and then it kind of creeps in with this low, very, monk almost like choir of deep male voices. And we know there's sort of religious connotations to Space Marines and the Emperor and all that sort of stuff. So that kind of fits in with that. And this beautiful organ just comes in, and that gives it that really gothic sound to it. Let's go over that past bit there. And how this like low rumble sound has that again, it's almost like the effect on it kind of makes it wisp away. It's just like it's almost like in the wind or something, like it's so far in the background. Oh, it's very, very eerie. And now we're kind of building in with this again, this sort of organ sound, but I like how they've kind of put almost sounds like a phase on it or something to kind of like really hold it back. It almost sounds like someone's playing it underwater or something like that. Before it kind of really releases in fully. I suppose that kind of helps us kind of as listeners get used to the sound, because everything so far we've heard is so dark and deep, and now we're getting like a much sort of brighter sound coming in, and it kind of prepares us for that. It just builds slowly, kind of the volume goes up. Oh, and those hits are huge. That was insane. It was like listening to an explosion or something. We won't go back all the way. We'll go back just a little bit. But it was like the organ sound was just crashing into each other like waves, and then this just the ever expansive kind of choir under it. But it kind of sounded more visceral and more mechanical. It didn't sound human in many ways. We'll play a little bit. And how loud this organ is now. Yeah, the sound, the effect they've put on it makes it sound like almost alien or robotic or something to it. But the sound is so huge, and it blends together so well, and it really, really works. And these large, like, bass hits underneath it as well, just so low, and they ripple. I'll stop briefly, but now I would assume that we're probably building up to most replayed. So we're probably building up to another sort of crescendo. We've kind of, we're in a lot, not a lull, but we're kind of gone up, and now we're going into a lower part of the song to build again. And you can tell that this, this is how songs progress. Much kind of like this sort of the most played grey line underneath here. It starts slow and then kind of goes up and then goes back down a little bit and then builds up again, and then, well, it depends on what you want to do. But so we're kind of in that kind of build again, but you can, obviously it's built upon what's already been there. So we've got this huge sounding kind of gravelly voices in there. There's there's whispery but still dark voices in there. We've got that organ that's still doing those small, just melodic little lines across it as it just builds and builds, and it sounds so grim. It sounds phenomenal. Those hits are just enormous, man. It really does sound like it's such a good quality sort of percussive sound, because you can tell, because in my headphones and maybe in yours and maybe in your speakers or whatever, you can really feel like you can hear the impact of it. It's not just a beat, but you can hear the impact of whatever it was hitting the other thing, right? Hitting the drum or whatever it was. You could feel that, and that kind of visceral sound really helps to kind of put back this kind of huge mechanism that this song is, this kind of like this war machine that this is. Go to this beautiful huge organ. The vocals just mix in and fade in, whisper. It's like ghosts. Right, here we go. Chills, man. I'm gonna pause it just quickly before we listen to the end, but like that to me is just, you know how in a song sort of teases you with elements of the music at the start, and it adds little bits and it adds little bits, and then it puts a bit more in, it puts that drum in, it puts the vocal in, it puts the organ in, it puts the thumping sound in, it puts this little sound in, and then it builds and then it drops and then it builds again to where every single sound that we've heard up to this point comes together. This beautifully huge, monstrous crescendo, this absolute beast of a sound here was incredible. Absolutely incredible, and a perfect example of how that works. We will carry on, and I think maybe we'll go to the end or near the end. Let's go. God, right, let's stop that there. Yeah, that's done. Just that whole sort of outro section, I kind of just assumed it would kind of fade off, and that's, you know, it is what it is. But to kind of have it do the fade out and then have those kind of large then hits to finish it, and then the last 30 seconds is just pure atmosphere. It's like space sound, and even like having that kind of wiry sort of again sort of electronic kind of dial tone sound towards the end of it. It's just this kind of stuff really pulls you into the song, not just as music but as a universe builder. And I think that's what these tracks do really well, is kind of build the world. They really assist to build the world around what's in the game. And I mean, this you know, team of composers and musicians should be the go-to when it comes to 40k music. Really, I don't see how there could be much better 40k music out there. Just get these people to do it. Just get them to do it. Like, new game, new 40k, get these people to do it because they know what they're doing, and it really works. Wow, excellent. Let me know what you thought of NOOSPHERE in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know how to pronounce it as well in the comment section below. If you like this video, of course, and you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. That helps me out an absolute ton. Also, let me know what we should look at the channel next. Look on the channel or listen to on the channel next. Should it be more Warhammer 40k Mechanicus? Anything else from the universe? Whether it's 40k or Age of Sigmar, I don't mind. Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd appreciate that. But having said all that, also follow me on my socials as well. Links in the description. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.